Preface to Shawl-Straps, a second series of Aunt Jo's Scrap Bag. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Rachel. Shawl-Straps, a second series of Aunt Jo's Scrap Bag by Louisa May Alcott. Preface. There is a sort of fate about writing books of travel which it is impossible to escape. It is vain to declare that no inducement will bribe one to do it, that there is nothing new to tell, and that nobody wants to read the worn-out story. Sooner or later the deed is done, and not till the book is safely shelved does peace descend upon the victim of this mysterious doom. The only way in which this affliction may be lightened to a long-suffering public is to make the work as cheerful and as short as possible. With this hope the undersigned bore has abstained from giving the dimensions of any church, the population of any city, or description of famous places, as far as in her lay, but confined herself to the personal haps and mishaps, adventures and experiences of her wanderers. To explain the undue prominence given to Miss Lavinia, it should be stated that she is an old and intimate friend of the compiler of this frivolous work, and therefore her views on all subjects, though less valuable, were easier to obtain than those of the younger and more interesting Shawl-Strapists. L.M.A. November 1872. End of preface. Chapter 1 of Shawl-Straps, a second series of Aunt Jo's Scrap Bag. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Rachel. Shawl-Straps, a second series of Aunt Jo's Scrap Bag by Louisa May Alcott. Chapter 1. Off. On the first day of February we three will sail from Boston for Messina in the little fruit ship Wasp. We shall probably be a month going, unless we cross in a gale as I did, splitting sails every night, and standing on our heads most of the way, said Amanda, folding up her maps with an air of calm decision. "Hurrah, what fun!" cried Matilda, waving a half-finished dressing-case over her head. But Lavinia, with one sepulchral groan, fell flat upon her bed and lay there, dumb with the horrors of such a voyage. "Just the thing for you, my poor old dear. Think of the balmy airs of Sicily, the oranges, the flowers. Then a delicious month or two at Sorrento, with no east winds, no slush, no spring cleaning. We shall be as merry as grigs, and get as buxom as dairymaids in a month," said the sprightly Amanda. "You promised to go, and if you back out we are lost, for we must have a duenna. You can lie round in Europe just as well as here, and I have no doubt it will do you a world of good," added Matilda. "I shall keep my word, but you will bury me in the Atlantic, so make up your minds to it. Do you suppose that I, a poor used-up old invalid, who can't look at a sailboat without a qualm, can survive 30 days of standing on my head, and 30 nights of sail-splitting, as we go slamming and lurching across 2 or 3 awful oceans?" demanded Lavinia, with the energy of despair. Before anyone could reply, Amanda's little Mercury appeared with a note. "The Wasp will not take passengers, and no other fruit ship sails this spring," read Amanda. "Oh dear!" sighed Matilda. "Saved!" cried Lavinia. "Be calm. We shall go sooner or later, if I buy a ship and sail her myself." With which indomitable remark Amanda went forth to grapple with and conquer untoward circumstances. A month of plans, vicissitudes, and suspense followed, during which Amanda strove manfully, Matilda suffered agonies of hope and fear, and Lavinia remained a passive shuttlecock, waiting to be tossed wherever fate's battledore chose to send her. Exactly 2 weeks from to-day we sail with a party of friends in the French steamer Lafayette from New York for Brest. Will you be ready?" demanded Amanda, after a protracted wrestle with aforesaid adverse circumstances. "But that is exactly what we didn't mean to do. It's expensive and fashionable, France and not Italy, north and not south." "That's because I'm in the party. If you take a Jonah, nothing will go well." "Leave me behind, and you will have a charming trip," said Lavinia, who had an oyster-like objection to being torn from her bed. "No matter, we are going, live or die, sink or swim, and I shall expect to meet you, all booted and spurred and fit for the fight, April 1st," said the unwavering Amanda. "A most appropriate day for 3 lone women to start
Sample complete. Ready to continue?